The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 68. You got the Nasdaq up 11. S&Ps are up 2. Gold contract up $6, trading $12.31. We have silver up 7 cents, $15.59. Light sweet crude flat. We're gonna get those numbers this morning.
We sure are. Half hour from right now.
10:30.
Right? You got it.
Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note up 119.19. 30-year bond up 3, 143.09. Both of those came down hard with volume. So they're gonna have to build some cars to get into higher price. Those babies got smoked on what day? On Monday. Yeah. King dollar down 123 ticks, 94.265. The euro's at 116.92 to $1 US. The yen is out here trading at 111.09 to $1 US. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade. Don't forget, folks, Kevin and his team. Outstanding program, new program, fast market, every trading day right here.
We get some fast markets for that fast market program, for sure.
I'm telling you, man, that NDX yesterday, I think that surprised quite a few people. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. Another day, another 238 stocks. Their earnings today. 10% of the S&P 500 releasing earnings today, Tom.
That's a
wild.
lot of stocks.
Talking about economic information coming at you.
That is a lot of stocks.
You know, we're looking at the board here, and we're trying to cover things. And if you're not moving, frankly, we don't have time for you.
Kevin, I want the price curve on all those 250 stocks in fast market this afternoon.
Yeah.
We'll be waiting for them.
Exactly, yeah. So, you know, there's a lot of big names. Obviously, the big one today, as I say before, Tom, day has that headline name that comes out this morning was Boeing. I think tonight, tomorrow morning will be Facebook. It'll all be about what Facebook does and how they, navigated themselves through the 180 level at the beginning of the year down to 150 and now up to 210.
It's amazing, and I happen to be lucky enough that I was in TD's headquarters yesterday with Chicago with Kevin and the team, and we were on the TD network and we were talking about basically Facebook, Amazon, and the bottom line, Facebook is taking all the advertising from our regular TVs. I mean, they have a
Google crushing
totally.
it, right? Kevin was on the show yesterday saying Facebook. That's probably a good indication for Facebook.
It is, man.
Right?
It
Totally.
is, and Facebook just even. When we pull back a little, let's say like last couple weeks, Facebook shook off everything, man.
So it's amazing. I said to Basil yesterday, Facebook's now like 10% above where it was before any of the privacy news stories started, which is amazing that they went so far down, but even above those highs prior to that news, they're still 10% above where they were prior to that, and they just keep marching on with that advertising dollars.
Pretty intense, man.
Exactly, and as it's really because, and we haven't even talked about Instagram.
I know.
Yeah.
And what they're going to do with Instagram that is slowly but surely becoming one of the favorites for millennials and younger kids, as I think the demographic for Facebook drifts a little higher in terms of age. But make no mistake, Instagram is on fire right now.
I agree, and that is the next generation.
I enjoy Instagram myself. I'm going to group myself into that generation.
Well, no, you're right. What's really cool is that it's not only just you're probably at the top part of that.
I definitely am,
and it goes all the way down to 14 or 13, which is really, and that's what they need.
Because pictures are cool, man. You can keep track of whether it's your family, your friends, or just people you like seeing without any of the news stories. That's seriously what.
So what? Instagram is all pictures?
Imagine Facebook, but only pictures.
Okay.
That's basically
so
what.
you tell a story with pictures?
Yeah, of course you can.
So, well, there is video on Instagram.
You're right. There's video as well. Just visual,
Mainly pictures, but they do have sound on Instagram as well. So it's evolving.
I just like the no news as
just pictures.
Yeah, it's you can see why it's enjoyable because you don't have to. No commentary on anything mostly.
Right.
Just.
But here's what they did, Tom. That's so beautiful and ruthless at the same time is they basically took all the strongest parts of Snapchat and duplicated them on Instagram.
Yeah, sure did.
So now you've got an Instagram Plus that's got pictures like Tommy said, videos and sound just like Snapchat. And like I said, it's a combination of brilliant and ruthless at the same time.
And then the other part, though, is how are they going to monetize it? Because, again, I'm on both of those, Instagram and Snapchat, probably Instagram a little bit more. But you just, like, press the screen and you're through the ad. I'm never looking at their ads. It's an interesting dynamic to see, actually, versus Facebook.
But they're there, Connie.
They are. They're definitely there. And, you know, I see the same ones repeatedly at times where it's like they must be doing something right because they are spending some marketing dollars.
They have a big... Their sales team is probably insane. And I think, you know, some of these big companies, they're buying too many ads and spending too much money because they're not getting it, but it doesn't matter. They have to.
It doesn't.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
And they love the function.
Their use of data is such a precise, targeted way of advertising.
Oh, yeah.
Tommy, you know, let's face it, you can look on your Instagram and your advertising is completely different than what's on my Instagram feed.
Oh, for sure. And advertisers love that.
And that is the genius.
I agree.
That Facebook and Instagram bring to the market is think about if they can sell advertising, Tom, and you know about this, where you get no misses.
Right.
All your targeted advertising is hitting right where you want it to hit. It's unbelievable in terms of the opportunity.
And I have some friends in advertising that are straight out. They're more in the creativity side, but they work with the buyers. And they had said they love the functionality in terms of you stop it one day, you start a new campaign the next. You literally have full control to stop and start minute by minute if you want to and change. And, you know, if something dynamic happens tomorrow in the news, you can be right there the next day versus TV ads. There's lead time, there's all this, you know, delay of all that. So it's
agile.
Yes, right? Agility, exactly. Every day they can create a new campaign that moment.
And it seems like even the companies that are doing the best, that's what they're very good at. I mean, I watch a couple companies and I let them keep spamming me because I'm just kind of learning what they're doing.
Sure.
Yep.
And every single day they have a different story.
You got it.
And they bring you in with like one story that has nothing to do with their product, and then it says, hey, you might like this product.
That's the best, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That's when you say, oh, man, they got me there, yeah.
No.
They're changing the way we view content. They're changing, you know, the way we view videos. They're changing what we do with our 5 minutes of spare time. Is now, I always say, if you have 5 minutes of spare time, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, great place to spend a half hour.
Yeah.
You just get trapped in that rabbit hole, man. I do too. I say buddies will share videos, and I say, what kind of rabbit hole led you down the hole to find that video? You know, and it's a great one. It's just a funny video. It's at a rodeo. It can be a million things, right?
Yeah.
But how'd you get there? Because you didn't go searching the internet for a rodeo comedy clip, you know, and somehow you end up there. You do.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's the new economy, and it's what we have to realize, and it's why all the TV networks and those things are scrambling and are under pressure while these bank stocks, Facebooks, and all these are just flourishing.
Oh, yeah. There's going to be no such thing as network TV. Or, I guess there's going to be, but it's not going to be like you and I grew up.
There's going to be a network TV app. There'll be a couple of them you download, and then that's how you pull it up.
Good luck to NBC, CBS, ABC.
Transitioning to do, exactly.
Listen, folks, right here, 45 minutes, and it's a great trading show, folks.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. You want to understand option strategies, futures, all of the above. Kevin and his team lay it out every trading day.
Perfect time. Facebook earnings, Boeing earnings, Amazon tomorrow. There we go.
Kevin, you have a great one, safe one. We look forward to the show in 45 minutes.
For having me, guys.
Thanks.
Thanks, Kevin. Take care.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are going to be coming back. We're going to be looking at some oil numbers.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 90. You get the Nasdaq up 8, S&P's a flat. Let's go to Jose and Brandon. Jose, what's going on, brother?
Hi, Tom. Excuse me. A bus just went by. Coughing a little here. Hey, Tom. First-time caller, long-time listener. Hey, Tom. Mining shares are down today, yet gold is up $5 or $6. Isn't it? Is that a concern?
No. I mean,
No?
you know, we still need like a real sign of strength here. I mean, you know, it looks to me that, you know, we got some action. I mean, your Newmont came back to that low out there in February, rejected it, didn't get to it, which is positive. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, you're at 37. That low out there was 35.98. We got down to 36.21 and took off. So,
okay, so earnings are coming out Thursday or Friday on Grandpa Newmont. So do these shares pop on, mining shares pop on good earnings, or they just yawn at them? It still needs a move in gold, correct? Whether they're good earnings or not?
It really doesn't. What it needs, what the market's going to be looking for, so picture that what we had is that we did have oil go up. So one of the biggest expenses fundamentally inside the gold companies is energy. You know, so how much expense they had versus what they got out of that rock is going to make a difference. And if they come out with good numbers, it'll be pretty cool. And I think what you're also going to see out here, right now what has happened is that the replacement of gold has been down because the price of gold's been down so dramatically. So if they start saying that the supply is dwindling, that should help the gold price, you know?
Okay. Well, look, at your last Friday, you mentioned Trump's tweets browbeating the Fed. This has been going back 50 years with presidents. It's not going to help. Larry Kudlow can sleep on the Fed's doorstep. It's not going to help. The guy's going to... how does this guy, Powell, the Fed chairman, have his head in the sand? You're in a trade war with unnecessary tariffs, and he's going to raise interest rates 2 more times? You're going to lock up this economy like a steel trap, are you not?
Well, he's not the one that did it. I mean, you know, the way that, let's see, if we put up the Fed fund futures rate, so right now we got September is 89%, and really after that, the Fed fund futures rate is saying only one more time.
Yeah, I
know.
agree. I agree 100%.
You know.
One more time. Trump is not going to back off on this trade war. He can browbeat the Fed chairman to keep interest rates lower, but there's no way you can go up 2 more times. It's too risky with a trade war going on. Hey, Tom, Ma wants a 9x12 glossy. Can your promotional department send one out?
Totally.
It's already in the mail for you, man.
Okay, brother.
5x7.
You have a great one. Well, what about that little wallet one, man?
I was going to say, wallet size, anything.
Perfect. We got them all.
Catholic school. There you go. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Oil.
Okay. It is Wednesday. We'll jump over, and before I do that, you know what? I got to refresh this. We're going to start over from scratch.
So 10:30 oil numbers, folks. We'd like to go to the Nadex platform. Bottom line, take a look at these volatility trades. And if you haven't test driven yet the Nadex platform, real easy to do. Just come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see the banner on the top of the side. Hit it. Bring it up so you can get used to how these defined option contracts trade.
Perfect. So it's 10:22 right now. We got 8 minutes until we get those EIA numbers. We're looking at the September crude oil contract. Right now we're trading at 68.60. We've had some volatility, about 60 cents in almost both directions this morning. Crude been very volatile recently. So I pulled up the 11 a.m. expirations first, all right? And what we're going to look at is potentially setting up a trade where you're going to have a bullish spread where you'd be buying it. You're selling the bearish spread,
Yep.
so you have basically exposure upside and downside, and you're just looking for a pop one way or the other. Oil's trading at 68.60. We're going to have the choices of using 68.75, which is not that bad, kind of as our pivot point, where we'll have a $1.50 exposure upside from 68.75, and we'll have the same exact $1.50 downside from 68.75. And let's just see how this lines up. Let me pull these up a little bit. 42. And keeping in mind here that you can see the bearish one being about $14 more expensive, and that represents the value you have because you're about 14 pennies below 68.75 of intrinsic value on the bearish one. So
Yes.
$42 for 11 a.m. Let's jump over to the 12 expirations. We're going to have the same exact price point, 68.75. Here's your bullish spread. Here is your bearish spread, 49.
Okay.
For noon, right?
Right.
So 42, and again,
7
same
cents.
exact intrinsic value on
Yep.
the bearish side, right? So a little bit of a bearish trade because you have that head start to the downside. And then let's see where our 230s line up. So here's what's interesting is if you want to shift that around a little bit, and I'm just going to jump to the dailies as well. So 68.50, and instead of having 10 or 15 cents to the bearish side, this trade is now going to have 10 or 15 cents to the bullish side
Yes.
of intrinsic value. It's also going to have until 2:30, which you're going to pay some premium for. And it's also going to be $3 instead of $1.50. So you have 68.50 up to 71.50. You're buying the bullish one. That's where your intrinsic value is going to be, and then you're selling the bearish one, all premium. So that gets a little pricey, $64. Keeping in mind here, though, that you have $3 of profit potential.
Right.
Oil actually could move
in this
more
market,
than $1.50.
No, different.
So
yeah.
the 11 a.m.s and the noons, especially the noons, you're capped out at $1.50. There's a scenario, probably not likely, but oil could move more than $1.50.
Yes.
So you have $3 here, but keeping in mind, $64. So you would need 64 cents of movement away from 68.50 becomes your break even. So give or take above 69 or below 68
Right.
kind of becomes your break even. You have till 2:30. We've seen some big moves in oil throughout the day. So we had $42 for the 11 a.m., 49 for the noon. Both of those having a little bit of a bearish intrinsic value, or you could go for the 64 for 2:30 with a little bit of bullish. And it's 10:25. We get those numbers in 5 minutes, 10:30. We'll see what happens.
And let's bring this up right now. So right now this will be a delayed quote, folks. Right now we have 68.65.
Yep.
And if I look at this, oh, look at that. Okay, so
We're going back to 74? We're going to 64? Where are we going?
you got up to 68.79. Okay, so we'll see where this shakes out. But the way that this is playing out, yesterday you couldn't handle higher price. Yeah, I would say 68.01. Okay. I think we're going to get some volatility out of this. Intraday, let's see what we have.
And that's
all we're looking for.
That's what you'd be, basically that'd be your market bias, right? If you're making that trade, because the market's charging a premium to have those defined risk trades.
Right.
And you're basically saying, I'm willing to pay that premium.
Yep.
With the expectation that there's going to be more volatility than you're pricing in.
Right.
And you can always close out one side of the trade, like we've seen.
Yes.
Keep one open, or you can always do, either side of the trade directionally in terms of, we like to do the volatility trades because it's so easy you don't need to decide up or down.
Right.
But let's just say that you're looking for a negative move. I mean, this is not a bad trade when you're looking at slightly out of the money, right? So you're 12 pennies out of the money in terms of getting any value.
Yes.
And it's costing you $26, which is basically 26 pennies, and your break-even's only 25, 35 cents below where we're trading at, right? And you'd have profit potential if oil really tanked down to 65.50.
Yeah.
Nice trades.
Totally.
Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We get the Dow Industrials right now trading down 101. Nasdaq is up 1. S&Ps are off 1. Come right back. Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Tom and Tommy O'Brien, we do appreciate you growling and prowling with us. Crude inventories fell 6.15 million barrels Gasoline fell 2.33 million barrels.
And we got the market jumping around on that news. So we spiked up to a high of 68.93. Remember, we're trading about 68.65, give or take, on that news. And we're kind of right back down and off to the races to the downside, man. It does not take long. First spike initially higher. We'll jump back into the full expectation. So expectation was a decline of about 3 million barrels. They came in at a decline of 6.1, and I think we were playing with the Bloomberg Whisper numbers. It was a decline of less than 3 million, almost to 1 million, somewhere in there. So decline of 6 million. That's why you saw the price spiking initially, right?
Sure.
A lot less oil, higher prices maybe. But guess what? They're going to dig into those numbers and the market jumping around. So those price points we were looking at again, it was either going to be 68.75. Would be our 11 a.m.s and our noons. You would want volatility away from that price point. Or if you
about
went
42 cents, right?
Yes, 42 for the 11s, 49 for the noons. And then if you were going to go for the 230s, that's where you could have turned things around and had a little bit of a head start to the upside, where 68.50 would have been your price point, but that was costing you about 65 pennies from that level. So a little bit of a reaction. I mean, if you are trading volatility, you definitely want to see a miss in those numbers. So there's something to like, you know, in terms of what you're seeing there. And here's the full breakdown. So decline of 6.1 million barrels for crude. That's the headline. Estimate was a decline of 3 million. Cushing contributed 1.1 decline. PAV 3 almost flat. Gas below as well.
We're using gasoline.
Decline of 2.3. Estimate was only about decline of about 1 million. Distillates slightly off, and I mean, you know, and they break down a lot in here in terms of demand and so forth. But gasoline draw exceeding expectations as well, but gas not jumping around too much. And we'll check back on that chart one more time. Near the highs is where we are.
It almost looks like it's going to take off, man.
Well, you know, up, what, 30 cents in the last 12 seconds almost? Making highs as we speak, 68.91. So we'll check back in, 10:32 right now. We'll see how this plays out for the hour.
Let's get over. I just saw one of the Tigers, and you know, I had Rob McEwen on, and we were talking about the company number one, which is McEwen Mining, and that short position. And
yes,
you know,
I remember that interview.
It came down a little, but you can see. Bottom line is that this equity, going back to what, July 2nd, just went from $2 to $2.47.
Yeah.
The squeeze is coming on here.
That's quite a percentage move.
It is.
I mean, you're talking about almost 25% up.
In a weak market.
So I was going to say, what's gold done by that? Hasn't gone up by 25%, that's for sure.
No. And what's happening here is that you come into the higher end of this consolidation that we've been in going all the way back to August, 1 year. Look at that.
Yep.
I mean, if we take out that 254, you get some action here. What blows my mind is that the short position is still 18.84%. It went down 2 weeks ago. It was 19.67.
I guess maybe they had enough profits in there to ride out the storm from 2 to 250. You know, as in terms of where he sold from.
He had come out. Well, and he had also Rob had come up with some numbers, and what they came out with, it wasn't their numbers. It was the aspect of one of their mines, the extension of the mine, as to how much ore they have. They extended it quite a bit, like an additional 10 years.
Nice.
And that's a big number. So this is going to be interesting to watch, because if they get this thing going, it looks like they've actually got it going, you know. And let me just see the volumes for a second. Yeah, you're doing 2 or 3 million every day.
Good share volume. Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Definitely.
Pretty wild.
I'm just going to check back in on oil real quick. Oh,
look
man,
at that spike.
That's why I love to check back in real quick. You don't know. I mean, we just jumped away from it 2 minutes ago, a minute ago, right? And I was like, we'll check back in one more time. Quite a run. We had oil 69.25 now.
Yeah.
Off to the races, man. Oil, you cannot hold oil down. It is just running. We'll see if we hit 70 by the end of the day.
And that puts that volatility trade in a nice position.
It does. And I think it's basically no matter what trade you were making at this point, because if you had the 68.50, which was your 230, you're now a good 75 cents above that.
And we thought that was expensive.
And it was kind of expensive, but you know, there's a reason why it's expensive, right? I mean, you got big news on the horizon, 5 minutes away. They're going to make you pay for that defined risk trade, and you're already above that level. And even on the 11 a.m.s and the noons, you were trading with a slight bearish, but it was only 10 or 15 cents. And with this type of a jump, you know, the 68.75, you only need 42 cents away from that point. So what is that? 68 15, 20, 20, 68, 20 basically, and
Yeah.
you can see we're above the 69, 20, excuse me, to the upside. Quite a run, 69, 30. I mean, these are 5-minute bars we're looking at, and this bar, the low was 68, 58. So, talking about 70 cents of action.
Big numbers.
Big numbers.
Our phone number is 877-927-6648. So let's go. So Facebook's coming out this afternoon, right?
Oh, boy.
That's, when we talk about volatility trades, folks, if you haven't test-driven yet the Nadex platform, it's a good time to do it because what happens with Facebook is that they come out at 16:05, 5 past 4. Futures are open to 16:15, quarter past 4. Depending on what kind of premiums are in those coming into that, at 5 or 4, you could do a volatility trade because it will move the NDX 100.
I agree, definitely. Yeah.
And look at that. I wonder what they're looking for. So they're looking for $13.3 billion in revenue. That's what they're looking for.
Don't forget the 0.3. That's a $300 million point.
Seriously, man. Well, like Google went out, I think what they did, $700 million more.
Did they?
No, it was outrageous.
The zeros are pretty surreal.
They are. And
look at those growth numbers.
I know, man. You're talking, the last year at this quarter, $9.3 billion they did. So they expect to do $4 billion more. That's unbelievable.
I mean, what's amazing is you have advertising revenue of $40 billion, let's call it,
right?
And you have a 3-year growth rate of 51% on $40 billion. Well, that's how they got to $40 billion, but just staggering numbers.
And then when you look, whether it's the U.S., Asia, Europe, or the rest of the world, they're all basically scaling from 40 to 50%.
Yeah,
huge numbers.
Seriously.
Unreal. So let's go over and take it.
Can we jump to Amazon actually real quick? Let's see what because they're coming on Thursday.
King Dog.
King
Dog tomorrow. That's going to be at 4:01.
What kind of astronomical numbers are we talking about for Amazon?
Yeah, so they're looking at, let's see what we got here.
Yeah, $53.3 billion.
Right.
Quite a number.
From 38 last year.
Look at the growth numbers. I mean, pretty amazing when you're talking about 2017 revenue, $106 billion, and they have a 3-year growth of 27%.
Yeah. And look at the web services, 3-year growth, 55.5%.
Just amazing. Yeah.
55.5%.
And I think that's still going to be growing it in a big-time rate, for sure.
Yeah, and there was a story yesterday that Bezos is getting them all over the robotic deal. He made a whole, and watch this, iRobot, IROB, let's see. I think it's IROB.
Back it up, yeah, IP.
There it is, right there. So this came out with numbers this morning, and they were good numbers, man. So this is iRobot is the only company thus far, and they only have one product that's really is big. Is that iRobot vacuum cleaner?
Okay.
But they've sold 20 million of them, I think. That's what it said.
Nice.
So Bezos is really looking at we got to get into this, not only into the business, we got to really accelerate this business. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 48. You get the Nasdaq up 14, S&P's up 3. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Teddy Cakestad, as we do each and every Wednesday at 40 past the hour. Teddy has a great website. It's Forex Trading Unlocked. Teddy, what's going on, brother?
Morning, guys. Good to talk to you again. We got some nice action going on in the currencies this morning. We got the U.S. dollar Canada really pressing support. And right now, I think it's trading just around $130.90, and we got a key number at 130.65. So the traders that are focused on the U.S. dollar Canada right now, I think have a really good opportunity with that pivot coming into play. So if we can get below that today, or especially over the next day or so, I think we're going to have a nice little drop back down into the 129.60 area in the U.S. dollar.
I see. So cool. You're looking for the Canadian dollar to get stronger, the U.S. dollar to get weaker against the Canadian dollar.
Absolutely. Well, right now the U.S. dollar is under pressure. I mean, with gold on its lows, and it looks like gold might get a little turn, and with the way the bonds and the interest rates have kind of like settled into a sideways trade, I think the U.S. dollar is losing a little bit of the strength that it's had, and it might be a little time for a correction now.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it's had quite a run.
We're talking about it, up over 95 in the Bloomberg index.
Every time
quite
that
a pullback.
Yeah. Every time that index, dollar index, so we're talking Teddy, gets that 95, man, the sellers come in, man. And last time it always seems like something happened. I mean, Trump hammered Powell, and that's what hammered the dollar in the middle of the day. But pretty cool how just it seems like some of these levels, man, once they get there, they just hammer that thing.
Right, and now we got the yen back at this 111 even area after being just at 113 just a week ago when we were talking.
Yeah, let's talk about the yen. What do you think about the yen? I need that yen to get stronger for gold.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. Right now, I really think that, I mean, the dollar yen right now, the support where it's hanging on today is really kind of a key little area here. Yeah. Can bounce here, then you're going to probably see the dollar yen get back to the 112 area.
Right.
But this is laying on. This is a long-term monthly support line that it's riding on.
It is, and what Teddy said, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Then it's going to be probably a negative trade.
Yeah, no, I can see that. It's coming right into that strength from, what is that, the 11th, right?
Yeah, July 11th, quite a bar up there. Then just
yeah.
that trend channel that you can see, that upward trend starting from what, those lows of like March? Yeah.
It was back into April and March, right?
Yeah.
Quite a trend for sure.
Yeah.
Right at the bottom edge of that, yeah.
You know,
Sure.
it's amazing, Teddy, how that the yen really can move currencies, man. I mean, and it has been forever. And it's like, you know, when I go back, it looks like, you know, supposedly they're saying that, yeah, the Japanese have been in debt forever. Well, guess what? They might be in debt forever, but it seems like their savings rate is incredible per person versus what they were in debt for. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They're not like Americans that are upside down.
Right.
You know,
Right.
So, absolutely. Now, how about the sleepy trade in the euro? We've been talking about this one for weeks.
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem like it wants to go anywhere.
And
do we have a European Central Bank meeting this week as well? Is that right?
well, I know we get the
ECB.
We get the euro guy here today.
Speech, yeah.
Yeah, to try
Okay.
to basically
I saw some headlines.
do
Maybe that's what I
something.
was seeing. Okay.
Sure.
So what do you think about that euro?
I think, you know what, the euro is just, it's a flatliner right now. 115.50 is still my major support line.
Okay.
I like it to the upside. It's kind of wedging. I think you might get a pop up to like the 118 area.
Yes.
But if it can't get above 118 even, it's just going to be falling back into this range trade.
Yeah. It's pretty wild when you think about the aspect. These currencies, they love to basically, it seems they like to trade in wide ranges, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's quite a base that euro has.
It is. No, listen, it's you know, the dollar's been up these highs for quite a while. The euro's been down to those lows. The real question is going to be, you know, where the rest of them go. And what's intriguing is that if you just take the dollar against, you know, some of those weaker currencies, man, those poor weaker currencies have imploded.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. Now, do you think with the gold, if we can get a nice little upside breakout, that the dollar is going to take another whack then?
I do. You know, I don't like how it's trading today. It's coming down the volume's way too light, man. The sellers just aren't there this morning. Do you know what I mean? And then it's coming into that strength from June. So it's like, oh man, this thing's gonna pop again. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It is summertime though, Tommy.
Yes. Yes. Right.
So, the interesting thing too is with this little way the dollar is getting hit is we might as well mention Bitcoin before we call it a day,
Yeah.
right?
Seriously, quite a run, right?
They've had quite a run, exactly. And today, the way it's setting up, if they just kind of stay where they're at right now and settle the day where they're at, I think we can have a nice little correction back down to the 7,600 area.
Yeah.
So,
And well, you know what you did. I just came back from the Traders Expo, and there's a lot of, well, you're from Chicago, right? I mean, there's a lot of Bitcoin,
Crypto.
Oh, big time, man.
Sure.
And
Volatility, man.
They're all waiting for the ETF out there. Do you know what I mean? And the SEC yesterday, so now they delayed the ETF again.
Okay.
And, you know.
Well, they can get in there and trade it on Nadex then.
Oh, you know, no doubt.
I was just going to say for Nadex, there's some nice little areas to close out the week for the weekly options, especially like with Bitcoin, you get a negative close today. You can kind of lean on the short side.
Yes.
And just with the yen is also, if the yen gets a nice little another break this afternoon and settles lower, I would say you're probably going to see a little follow through over the next couple days too.
No, I agree, man. And you know, it was really intriguing that I really met people that are into it big, and they get some heavy losses, man. I mean, everyone you meet, they're just not into Bitcoin, man. And you know, they're into all of them. It's like, oh my God.
And they all trend together usually.
And when you ask them, they're all hot. Is it holders or hodlers now?
HODL, right?
and
Hold on for dear life.
Yeah, and they say it. Do you know what I mean? Because what has happened, folks, the loss has been long enough that they didn't jump off a cliff yet. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, man, depends
like
where you're in.
All over again.
Yeah,
Right?
no, listen, man.
Generation.
It's pretty intense, man. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, I really think they have a point, too. And we were talking about the ETF structure. I remember I had the gold report before they had a GLD.
Sure.
And now the GLD, as soon as the GLD came in, that made it easy to buy gold. Guess what? That's the sixth largest holder in the whole world now.
Sure.
And that accelerated it because there'll be plenty of people that will say, okay, Throw $1,000 into the GLD. I mean,
and we already saw the big pullback when they added futures in the CME, where it really pulled back from that heavenly level of 20,000, where you could finally short it. So it's probably closer to the true value where it should be, and then the ETF will just provide greter access to.
And you know what, Teddy? I don't even know if it's worth any money, but we all know as traders. You'll trade it. You know what I mean? It's like it's a vehicle.
If you figure out what it is, let me know, because that's the billion-dollar question.
I mean, it doesn't matter what you call it, right? We just buy and sell numbers when it comes to it.
Exactly. And that's where it shakes out.
That's why some defined risk is nice when you're dealing with something like Bitcoin that can move $2,000 even. You know, it's like we're just at 6,200. We're at 8,200.
As Teddy said, come on right over to Nadex, folks. You pull it up. You're gonna see. You get the weeklies. You get the monthlies. You get it all.
Teddy does some great writing over there on the news website as well. So
big time. And you can get that news site right under TFNN, folks. Teddy, it's always a pleasure, man. You have a great one, safe one. We look forward to speaking to you next Wednesday.
Thanks, guys. Sounds good. See you next week.
Thanks, Teddy. Take care, man.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools, as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Well, Tommy and I do these volatility trades, and we get volatility in this oil market right now. Look at this thing.
What's going on, man? There was a 6 million barrel draw. Estimate was 3 million barrels. It would make sense oil would trade higher on that news. It did for a matter of about 5 or 10 minutes, and then quite an escalation to the downside. So these are 5-minute bars we're looking at. You have oil trading 68.43. That, not super ideal if you were making that trade for volatility in terms of, well, let's give it
a few
5
more
minutes.
It wants to blow out this bottom.
Even the 11 a.m. has 5 more minutes, which you get one more 5-minute bar like this, you're going to be 50 cents below where we are right now. But either way, not the end of the world, as in even the 11 a.m.s, we had 68.75 being our price point, which we're now in a profitable position even for that. Keeping in mind that you can always exit that trade as it spikes higher and then leave the other trade for value, as in this is one of those situations where you could have sold the bullish position.
It would have been pretty
retained value to the upside, and then have the bearish position to be open to whether it's 11 a.m., noon, or 2:30, whatever it is.
And this all happened in the course of 30 minutes, folks.
I mean, we were cracking up during the break, right? Saying, man, look at those bars, 5-minute bars. Talk about an acceleration. 68.23 as we speak, about to go off the air, 10.55.
So we just went down $1, I think, right?
Oh, more than $1. I mean, we spiked up to 69.36. We're now at 68.24. You're talking about $1.13. And like we said, it's not slowing down just yet.
Right. So. And this is where the time value, when you take a look at the 11s and the 12s and the 230s, that's do the demo so you can see that correlation.
You get used to it, right? So we had a decision. You could pay $42 for the 11 a.m.s, or you could pay $49 for the same exact prices just for that extra hour. Was it worth it? Well, that's your choice, right?
Totally. Stay right there, folks. We get Fast Market coming up next, TD Ameritrade. Then, of course, we're going to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman.
Steve Rhodes,
Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.